We're just smiling.
Hello and welcome to the Anatomy of Marriage, Marriage Mornings. I'm your host, Melanie Studley.
Good morning. My name is Seth Studley, and she has a frog in her throat. And today is day 85 of the Infinity Day Marriage Morning Challenge. Today we're going to be talking about intentional connection. And before that, we're always going to plug, because we love them, the Ultimate Intimacy app. Go to ultimateintimacy.com to check out all the stuff they have going on over there. We use it for our Sexy Saturdays and other days, and it is awesome. So that's good. Sorry to make that joke.
Yeah. If you're new here, welcome. We have over 100 episodes on all sorts of different topics, ranging from sex and intimacy, family of origin, children, all sorts of different things. We're going to get into family stuff soon too. So check those out. This is a different format than the other shows we have. We have a highly produced season 1. So check those out. Do not only listen to these shows.
That's right.
People.
Go back and check it out. So you can also join us every single day on Facebook Live, which you are, and also Instagram Live. We love doing live stuff because it's fun. You guys put in your questions, we answer it, and it's
so
great.
if you hear
we
us,
ask you questions too.
Yeah, if you hear us talking to people, that's who we're talking to. Facebook and Instagram Live. So join us every day. And what else was I saying?
We do
4 things every marriage morning. We do a prayer, a past gratitude, a future hope, and goals. And we encourage you guys to do this with us. Do this with your partner. Ask them the questions that we ask each other. Talk about the topics, pray, goals, all that stuff, because it's super impactful and it's easy to do. So do you want to pray?
And it works.
Pray with efficiency. I love you dearly.
Dear God, Creator, thank you for your blessings. Thank you for this day. Thank you for all that you provide us and opportunities and a growth mindset. I pray that this podcast helps us and helps our kids and our family and our friends. I pray that the listeners are helped too, and they do it, and we are all intentional today. Amen.
Amen. A past gratitude. I am thankful that, I had a really good one. I'm thankful that you're so engaged with the kids, that that you're so present with them, that when you play like Duplos with Hattie, you just do that. Or like build Gundam with Mariner, or whatever you do with Tough. I don't even know.
Sometimes it's hard because your phone is right there and you want to check stuff, and so. Yeah.
I know. I don't do it. That's why I'm thankful that you do it. I need to take a cue from you.
Yeah,
but
nice. I'm thankful that you are intentionally connecting. Very much so. I know that you're making it an excellent, very pinpointed thing, and you're doing it. So I'm thankful for that.
You're welcome for that. A future hope. I hope today is fun. I've got to take kids to doctor's appointments. We're going to check out apartments. We're going to have all sorts of jazz going on. So I just hope it's fun. And my goal is to get work done. I have a call at 1. I got to work on a documentary. I'm doing all sorts of stuff. So my goal is to do that well, but also my hope is to have fun.
My hope is to get stuff done, usually, as always, and also maybe go to dinner tonight at our new favorite restaurant.
News to me. So the concept of intentional connection has come from our own relationship and what we are currently working on. And I have just been really, I felt I don't know what the word is, like the desire and the necessary, I need to intentionally connect with Seth in a way that I haven't in the past. And so I wanted to talk about it, and I wanted to ask some questions.
Can I ask you how you came to realize that? What in you was like, oh, it's this way. I'd rather have it this way. Let's do this.
Reading the Kyle Cease book. I hope I screw this up. I think that's been a big thing. What is it? There's other stuff though too, like probably the current books that we've been reading, and honestly the focus that we have for Anatomy of Marriage, the desire to do this show the way we want to do it and to take everything to the next level, and write books and do tours. Like that desire has made me realize I have to be hyper intentional about everything, and I'm actually not being nearly as intentional about about physical touch, words of affirmation, whatever else things I can think of with you.
So I thought of this thing 2 days ago, and it really hit me hard because we were talking about what does it look like for us to make the leap to the next thing, and it can be scary. And your dad always says you can't jump a chasm in 2 steps. You have to go and commit to it. And I was thinking with the stuff that we want to do with AOM and the other things that we want to build. Hey, Melissa and TJ, the other stuff that we want to build, that's not going to happen. We can't make that leap until we make a leap in ourselves.
Yeah, for sure.
That quote, we always must you first have to experience what we want to express. So how can we talk about making a leap or being different in marriage when we are not actively doing it?
Yeah.
We can't give what we don't have.
Yes.
Kind of thing.
And we can talk about the idea all we want, but if we're not actually putting it into practice, then we're dumb. and we're liars, right? So like if we're telling you to do something that we're actually not doing, then shame on us, you know? So I wanted to ask, like, the questions talk about this idea, like, when and how was the last time you with your partner intentionally connected? We can answer that too, or whatever. I would say last night we intentionally connected.
Yes.
And I was the one who did it.
Well, you did a couple times. And so this is really interesting because I want to intentionally connect before I leave for work, when I come home, because it's like a transition and it makes it special. So these hundreds of years that we've been married and I've been trying to do this, like, hey, I want to kiss you before, and it's been like perceived as, oh, I'm needy, or like, I want this. It's like a reaching out to intentionally connect, because just, you know, how did you feel when you just came up and, you know, all was lovey-dovey on me yesterday?
Well, fine. I think
felt good, right?
Yeah, I think though you would tell me that my connecting was wrong, though. When you would hug me, you would have a criticism about that, and that was very damaging.
Yes.
But that's the past. Like, who cares now? It's not what we're doing now anymore. And so, okay, so I think that it's important, though, that we see that that's what was happening.
Right.
That, you know, you were trying to connect with me, but then you would let me know that I didn't live up to your expectations. But now we're saying, let's do this differently. So again, when and how was the last time that you intentionally connected, right? So last night, this morning, and then what did it feel like? I think it felt good. To me, it felt like giving, like I mentioned yesterday, I think it was giving my love to the kids, like kissing their head and kissing their face. And it felt like that kind of like, the goodness that is in me, that I feel, that I think about you, now I can actually express it, because I know you're not going to tell me I was doing it wrong.
Right.
It felt really freeing.
So a gift given feels better than a gift you have in your hand and you're not giving it. Right?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know how to do it. But so then the other type of thing, the other question I wanted to ask is, what type of intentional connection could make you feel the best and most loved?
Me?
Yes.
You're asking.
And them. Think about it together with us. But
is
like,
this rhetorical for me?
No. What actual type of intentional connection would it make you feel the best and most loved?
Physical stuff.
Anything else?
Talking while we're touching.
Okay.
You know, like, I think that's great. What about you?
Does anyone else have things that they feel the most and best loved when with intentional connection? I want to just have more ideas there. And because what I'm thinking is like helping me get things done. Like you cook dinner, that to me is like super I know that's not necessarily connection, but when we sit down to eat it and we talk and we sit there and enjoy one another, that feels really intentional.
It makes the runway for connection.
Oh, definitely.
Later, like, if stuff is done,
for
we
sure.
can sit down and hang out, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Which you would appreciate, I'm thinking, right?
Yeah. And I think intentional connection for me, I keep thinking of it as tasks. So it says quality conversation with eye contact. That's a good one.
Yes, that's what I was getting at. I was looking at you.
You were looking at me in the eyes.
Quality conversation with eye contact and just touching. Like,
yeah, I would love
non-sexual touch.
So one of the things I think of is I would love to be able to sit on a couch where I could like you sit this way and I can lay my legs over you and you like touch my feet while we talk. We never do that. We don't have a place set up for that. But that to me, like if I could envision what my dream intentional connection with you that was non-sexual would look like, it would be that.
Right.
Or just like long conversations, which we do all the time. So I think I feel really fulfilled in that way. But yeah, someone else wrote something.
Awesome.
Let's see. A heart check, a conversation without distraction and physical touch. With physical touch, yes. Helping with daily stuff. That is one of my most
That's a big one. Let's see.
that to me, you're like really touches my soul deeply.
Right.
Because I'm like, I just
listening.
need someone to help me and to see that I'm doing a ton of work in the house. But that's all going to change because we're going to sell our house.
You like teamwork.
I do love teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work.
You like collaboration. You like engaging with other people.
I do.
Being creative.
I love having a shared goal where everyone feels like empowered to do their part well. It just feels so good. Paul wrote, I suck at this intentional conversation.
Don't worry, you get better at it. You and Robin can talk about the 75.
That's right. You know what? We should have, I bet this exists, but we should have or find intentional conversation starters.
Ooh.
Which you could use the Ultimate Intimacy
the Ultimate
app for that.
Intimacy
It's
app.
so good for that. It has so many different categories like romance, intimacy, or family, finances. I mean,
Here's the thing.
it's got a lot of great conversation starters. So Paul, Put that on your list, my friend.
Get the app, and you can even text the questions that Ultimate Intimacy app says to your partner, and they'll think that you thought of it, which is
I know. I think that all the time.
Hey, what are your,
read it when you're home, and then text your partner and be like, hey, I was just curious. How do you love to intentionally connect?
That'd be pretty good. Let's see. What about building intimacy?
Oh, Paul's downloading it now. Yay!
Yes, awesome. Building intimacy in a new dating relationship. Have conversations. What does... Well, are you talking about emotional intimacy?
Well, there's so much more about,
There's trust that has to be built. There's all kinds of stuff that can be the building blocks there. And you want to, I would say, take it slow. Ask your partner, girlfriend, boyfriend, whoever, how do you connect? When you feel like heart connection, that sounds so lame, but whatever. When you feel connected to people, places, and things, tell me about it. What do you feel? I just love the, whatever. And then have those conversations. So
you could definitely use like icebreaker questions, or in the Ultimate Intimacy app, there's stuff that's non-sexual. Like if that's what you're not wanting to have a sexual relationship, you just want intimacy, because intimacy is so much more than just sex. We just often don't think of it that way. Right. But that would be a great, because the idea of knowing someone intimately is I know my children intimately. I know what foods they like and don't like. I know the things that make them throw up. I know the games they want to play, their favorite songs on the radio or whatever. So it's just knowing someone, like all the elements of them, the senses and the way they view the world. So it's just it's like talking and exploring together.
Dr. Tina Shermer-Sellers talks about intimacy, and you kind of twist those words around, not twist them, but into me, see, like into me.
Yay, Ivy's downloading that
too. High five, Ivy. Into me.
High five you.
You see. That was pretty good.
And that's how my brain works.
Yeah.
But I did want to say,
we
had, think about what kind of intentional connection would make you feel really great. And a lot of that could go around love languages too, sort of. So you could use love languages if you wanted to. But the other thought we had was set intentional alarms. Like we've talked about in the past, setting prayer alarms like we did. You could set sex alarms. You could set play alarms, like go on a hike, go on a walk. You could set play alarms. You could do movement alarms, like maybe we need to just literally go work out at the gym, or go indoor rock climbing and have sushi. You could set alarms for, we need to watch something funny together on Netflix. Like think about your emotional Rolodex of things.
Here's what I think, and
I'm glad you cut me off.
Sorry.
But you can set alarms for all of those things.
Right.
Go ahead.
I think that you set an alarm for what you did yesterday. Did you?
No.
You didn't?
No.
Because I was in the kitchen cooking supper.
That was my heart alarm.
And you just came out and made a beeline straight toward me and just started loving me and being all nice and stuff.
I'm actually, you know what my alarm is? Every time I see, you have this teensy bit of irritation that I can always sense.
What? I'm always irritated?
No. When you have it. It's very minimal, but I can sense it.
I see.
And so I've used that as my trigger to... Actually, it was kind of from yesterday. Someone commented, say, why don't you hug him? And it was like, ugh. So that was kind of my thank you for that comment.
Our
because
community is keeping you accountable.
I know. Actually, that was one of the things I thought, I'm asking him to do most of the work. What does this say? Asking
our partners what can make them feel loved.
That's great.
Yeah, that's really
That is great.
Hey, Melanie, how do you feel loved? Show XYZ, all the things.
Indoor rock climbing and sushi?
Perfect.
And a hot tub. Not in a hot tub, and a hot tub. Sushi in a hot tub sounds so gross.
What if you had a hot tub below and the rock wall was right here, and you climb and everything is a
sushi slice.
Yummy sushi.
Okay, that's great. But we wanted to talk about the idea really of setting intentional connection alarms. What thing, and you could start with your biggest deficit. Do you need to talk more? Put a talking alarm. Do you need to have a better calendar set up? That was another thing too, was schedule your intention. So you can set alarms to schedule your intentions together. So on our calendar, we can say Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 5 to whatever, we are setting intentional, almost like dates, but they're just intention. It's not like we have to go somewhere.
And another thing, I think these are all ideas and they're not going to work for us even. We just know about them and can suggest, we don't do, a schedule Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It's we put all this together, take bits and pieces of this works. That doesn't
I think
work
you're
so
saying
much.
we don't do all of the things we are suggesting, but we know that they might be helpful to you.
Right.
Yes, that sounded weird how you said it, but
Sorry.
that's fine.
Yeah.
But we also we have a lot of more of these interventions and ideas kind of coming down the road. We're creating an app right now.
That's right.
Which is really going to be awesome. So that will all be in there. So you can check that out.
Yeah.
But anyway,
so let's wrap it up.
Yes. So thank you for joining us. Thank you for your input. Join us tomorrow. We'll be doing this again in the morning.
Yeah, tomorrow is Sexy Saturday, which we will focus on.
Tomorrow is
Sexy Saturday. Today's Friday.
Is today really Friday?
Today's pastry day. Sorry, Paul.
Oh, you're right. It is Friday.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So tomorrow, Sexy Saturday, we talk about Ultimate Intimacy app, and we dive into that conversation, which is really cool. It's a good way to start off your Saturday morning, and set up yourself for the weekend.
Really join us for that conversation too. Like, we really hope that you're talking about sex and intimacy with your partner in a way that's generative and life-giving and healthy. So we will be trying to do that with y'all tomorrow. But we really wanted to say a huge thank you to the Ultimate Intimacy app. You can get it at ultimateintimacy.com. It's in the iTunes app business or whatever. So please check it out. The conversation starters alone are worth it, and it's free. But then you can upgrade. It's got all sorts of fun things. There's actually a sex game in it that we've never done. But
oh, really?
But anyway,
all right. Yeah, you guys have an awesome weekend. Have fun.
Rate and review the podcast on iTunes. Share it with your friends if you value what we're doing. That's really helpful to us. And we can't wait for you to have a wonderful day today. We're going to have a wonderful day today. High five. Air high five. Everybody high five. We love you. High five.
It's annoying.
It is annoying. All right.
Have
a good day.
Bye.